Hello, everyone. I thought I was going to do this video somewhere else. I already recorded this a few weeks back, but looking at the audio recording at some of those parts, I was not happy at all with it. So I decided to, as soon as I got back in the Netherlands, as soon as I got back in my setup here, to re-record this and yeah, just do it again. This is basically the year-end review of last year. It's a little bit late this time around, mostly because I only got back a few days ago and didn't really have time to do much else in between. But here we are, I guess. 2025 is over, 2026 has begun, and a lot has happened this last year. I wrote a few things. Whoops. I wrote like a few things down just so I can keep the line moving. It's just so I don't like go off topic at points and other things the likes. And it is sad that I did not manage to really record it at the original place I wanted to, because as you can see it in front of you, it's a different environment, it's a different space, and there was a reason for it. It's my grandma's place, or in other words, it's my grandparents' old place. Both of them have sadly already passed away a long, long time ago, but it still brings up a lot of sentimental values for me. It's really what sometimes we in Portuguese call saudades, the melancholic longing that you have for a person, and a lot of it I still have to this day, in many sentimental aspects, you could in a way say. And the time out there in that house, just in that little room that has been turned into an instrumental place, is still a good way to always go back and somehow be able to see my past in a different form now, I guess, but still in the form that I can enjoy it, even though I know that they're not there, which, is sad, shitty, and all, but sometimes you gotta to see the good and bright things from other aspects. And this time around, I feel like I need to see those aspects more than ever, because 2025 has been a rough year. It's been so awful at points. In my Instagram post, I remember writing nice highs, many lows, and that does, in a way, detail how it was. There were many good high points, but a lot of them were just the low points of my entire life so far, to be more precise. In last year's video, I remember mentioning that this year, or this last year, I wanted to learn and to let go more. I didn't really manage to do it. I failed somewhat at it. Whilst there was some things I did manage to let go and in a way forget about them and accept and so on, there was still so many things that I know I failed at. So many things I compromised at and then just really, really disappointed myself with. So many things that I was just not good enough with, and letting go, whilst maybe by definition did happen and didn't work out at the end, there was still so much more that could have been done. It might have been just a passing grade, if anything, and that already says a lot. I started the year by ruining a friendship that did mean a lot to me. That guilt just went over to the next month and the next month and the next month, until I did another mistake, until I did another mistake and another one, and it just kept snowballing like that into the end of the year even. Um, I felt like I had somewhat constant pressure on me throughout the year to do stuff, to be able to do stuff, to have this image of myself in a way. But then I want to do this, then I do too much, then I fuck it up, then I just fall on top of everything. At any other point in my life, if this here, like events of this year, had happened whilst I was 17, 18 or something, during those years especially, I don't think I would have made it until the end of the year. I think it would have ended there some point middle of the year, and um, I therefore can still happily say that it's been another year though where suicide has not been in my mind as the option. It's been hard, it's been tough, and it's been a lot, but at the end, I know that it'll be fine. I know that a lot of things are just momentary things. I know that if I just trust myself for once, it'll go well. But holy shit, I know that if these things had happened when my mental was 20 times worse and it's been bad, I don't think it would have gone well. I, I I feel like I need to please everyone at points, but then forget about me. I sacrifice myself for stuff that I don't know why for. I overwork myself, overburden myself, and then I just feel stupid. I just trample over myself. I do some things that I think are fine, but in the real turn are just like, what the fuck were you thinking at the end? And that was it. And all these things and stuff that has come from years and years of self-consciousness, anxiety and all have led to this path of me now having asked the therapist for help. Um, that is, I guess, one of the good points. I finally have asked to get therapy, and hopefully now in February I will manage to get my first appointment or appointments for it. It's been a mess with that too, which sucks, but not everything can go well, I guess. And it is something I really need, and something I really need to tackle. And that's been the biggest, I guess, key point in my year that I really have taken the step to try and get myself mentally better in that sense. There were other good things. I made some good friends. I got closer to some that I made last year. I went on trips that I love. Fucking Zurich, seeing these boys, 21 Pilots. I absolutely loved it. It was like a bucket list thing of mine. My birthday, the way it happened with the friends that came down, the friends that showed up was amazing. I loved every second of it. There were more trips, like fucking. I went to Belgium with a friend of mine. It was amazing, like going with her just to see a concert, basically. But the whole trip was sick. Brugge and Ghent are really sick cities, for example. Like the trip in general was sick. It was really a nice time and a really time to be away because goddamn school was also killing me. There's trip to Rome that I did a short video on. It was so great too. And those are just a few that I can mention on the top of my head. I could also mention the times I went back to Portugal and back home because those are always the best times. But those friend trips are always magical in some aspects and not something you just do every day. Also, my cousin's graduation. A cousin of mine graduated now from medical school, and when his live stream was going on, I was just sobbing. I was just crying. I was like, "That is my boy. That is my boy," because I grew up with him and his brother especially, and I was so happy seeing him getting the diploma with a smile, just wearing that black suit. I was just so happy to see it. Then also my cousin who finished her dentistry uh, degree, I was so happy. And the moment, like, she sent me a screenshot of her thesis where she's like thanking me and my two other of my cousins, the one that also graduated med school, and his brother. When I read the line of mine, when I read the line about me, I cried. I was in the bus and I immediately cried, mostly because it's the people that I grew up with. I'm now seeing succeed, and it made me so happy both moments, and just making me tear up now too. But I just loved seeing them succeed so much that it just made that day, those days actually so much better. Um, and I'm happy that I can still call people that I've known for years, like Akagi, like Mark, such close friends of mine that I can still rely to just speak to them, be stupid with them. Akagi, I basically speak to on a daily basis. Um, I still see Alex from time to time, which is amazing. He called me for Christmas, and I was so happy. Like, it genuinely made me so happy seeing like him calling me. I was like, oh shit, I did not expect that. Um, but also, yeah, my cousin Diogo, still having him on my side, uh, year on and year on and year on. We're cousins, but at the end of the day, he almost feels like my little brother with the amount of time I spend with him, with the amount of things I've done with him. He's just like my little boy. I'm so happy that those things at least still went well, I guess. And it is going to be a rough time. It's been a hard year for me, and it's hopefully gonna get better from here because I've hit rock bottom before, and I knew I could get out of it. I did get out of it, so it's on me now to redo it. Hopefully, 2026 will be better. There's no promises that this channel will continue. I don't think it will, mostly because I don't really have the time. Don't really have the willingness to do it. And these videos that I do, I feel sort of not really obligated, but I kind of do want to do it. But I did force myself to do them, which then takes away the fun. With that said and done, with all the hard times over, I know it'll be fine. And I hope it will be for you too. So thank you so much. And yeah, I'll try and upload like 2 more videos about like music of last year because goddamn was it an amazing year for music on that side, in my view. But until then, thank you so much. Thank you everyone who's been on my side and who has helped me throughout times. Um, the people that I've gotten to know better this year, thank you for everything. Love you all. See ya.